Jeffrey wakes up at 3 p.m. He grabs his phone and he starts scrolling on social media. He starts seeing ass pictures, football reels, podcast clips, Andrew Tate podcast clips, Joe Rogan podcast clips, and he sees them all day. He is on Instagram all day. He plays video games all day. He jerks off all day. Then he asks himself, why can't I be productive? But on the other side, we have Adonis. Adonis is a productive chad. He doesn't waste any time. He wakes up at 5 a.m. every single morning to get started with his goals. He does the hardest thing in the day first. He is a productive chad, an absolute G. Why can't we all be like Adonis? Because when I was 14 years old, I used to be just like Jeffrey. I would wake up half an hour before school, wash my face, go eat a shitload of breakfast, then go to school. After coming back from school, I still remember, I used to eat a shitload of food and I would watch YouTube videos all day. Not the good kinds of YouTube videos, the bad kind of YouTube videos. But can like literally mess with your brain. Then I would play video games all day and jerk off all day. I didn't have any goals, I didn't have any ambitions. Like imagine, put me in your place. You don't have any goals, you don't have any ambitions, and you feel super bad about yourself. I used to be exactly like that. But then I changed my life. I changed my life by building myself a productive and disciplined daily routine. And I'm here to help you do the same. But before we get to that, I want to talk to you about something else. By clicking the top link in the description down below, you can book a free call with me to fix your productivity, discipline, and consistency. And by clicking the second link in the description down below, you can subscribe to my daily email newsletter for more productivity insights just like this in your inbox every single day. So if you're interested in any of that, check the description down below. Let's get started. Choose a priority. I'll tell you a story. This is from a year ago. I used to have no priority in my life. I also wanted good grades at school. I also wanted a ripped physique. I also wanted to make $10,000 a month. And I tried to balance all of that. I'm telling you that I tried to balance all of that, but it just wasn't possible. Like imagine you're trying to juggle your schoolwork, your business work, and your gym work at the same time. That is not possible. And that is exactly where priority comes in. Because in life, we don't have priorities, there is only priority. You can only focus all your energy and concentrate all your energy in one straight direction. And then and only you can see results. Because it comes back to the rule of essentialism, the rule of one. You should have one thing and put your energy, all of your energy, in that one thing. If you're spreading your energy across a lot of things, like 4 to 3 things, then you're spreading your energy too thin and you will never see results because of that. Because I see so many people nowadays, they're doing 5 things at the same time. They're running an agency, they're building a personal brand, they're also going to school, they're trying to get good grades, they're also trying to become a videographer, and they're also trying to get a ripped physique. Bro, that will never work. Balance is not real, at least when you're starting out. That is exactly why you need to have a priority, because people have lost the ability to fucking think for themselves. People have lost that ability. They're only focused on others, not on themselves. They can't even think. They let others make decisions for themselves. That is not how you gain control of your life. That is how you not live life. They don't have priorities. They just do whatever other people tell them to do. And you don't have to be the same. Learn to tread your own path. Forge your own path. Now, there are so many pussies nowadays who don't know how to think for themselves. And if you're one of them, you have to improve. You have to fix yourself. So choose a priority. How do you choose a priority? You choose a priority by asking yourself, what does my future look like? What does my future life, what does my future day look like in the next 3 to 5 years? And then you'll get a vision in your brain. Maybe you're super disciplined, you're working out every single day, you're super jacked. Or maybe you're making $10,000 a month, whatever your vision is, that is your priority. So for example, you ask yourself, what does my future look like in the next 3 to 5 years? And you visualize, and your brain creates this image of you being an entrepreneur, you're super disciplined, you're doing the hard work in the mornings, and all of that. You get a vision of all of that. And that is your priority. Because social media has distracted us nowadays. Social media has distracted us from our priority. Because we only care about what Kim Kardashian is doing. Bro, fuck Kim Kardashian. Look at your own life. Stop caring about others. Look at your own life and care about yourself first. Because social media is a hoax. Social media is the public enemy number one. We are in an active war against social media. You and me, we have to fight social media till our deaths because it is destroying society. It is killing people. People are committing suicide because of it. The comparison and the mental health issues over there are unimaginable. So we are in an active war against social media, and we have to win this for the betterment of society. Me, and you, we have to gang together to defeat social media and eliminate social media from society once and for all. Moving on. Choose goals. Still remember that I had my priority set that I wanted to make a lot of money. But I didn't have any goals. I didn't have any ambitions. I didn't know what to get done. I just said, oh my fucking god, I know my priority, let's go. But I didn't have any goals that would get me close to that priority. So, how do you find your goals which will get you to that priority? Here's how you do it. You're going to take your priority, and you're going to branch it out into daily tasks which you do every single day. Now, it is dependent on your priority what those daily tasks are, but I'll give you an example to make it clear. For example, your priority is to get jacked in the next 3 to 5 years. So, what are your daily goals? Eat 200 grams of protein, sleep 8 hours every single day, focus on the recovery, go till failure in every workout, bulk 4,000 calories. Those are your daily goals, which will get you to that priority as quickly as possible. So take your priority and branch it out into daily goals. Definitely do that and adhere to those daily goals and grind for those daily goals every single day. Moving on. Choose the hardest and most important task first thing in the day. Do the hardest task in the day. I still remember that I started waking up at 5 a.m. and I didn't know what to get done. I thought that recording these YouTube videos is a hard task, and it is a hard task. So I didn't do it. I didn't do it every single morning. Instead, I did some pussy shit like collecting leads for my past agency. That doesn't work. You have to do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Let me ask you a question. If you were served a dinner and you had to choose what to eat first, a frog or a steak, you had to eat both. Which one would you eat first? Of course, you'll eat the frog first. You'll destroy your palate, then you will cleanse it and soothe it with that juicy steak. The same applies to your life. Do the hardest thing first. Do the hardest and most important thing first thing in the morning. Because I see many pussies nowadays. They're like, yeah, I'm on the grind when they don't even work hard, when they're not even doing any hard shit. They're fucking pussies. They don't know how to think. They don't know how to think clearly because they never saw these kind of videos. They just want to get on the grind because they saw it on fucking TikTok. That shit doesn't work. You need to learn how to go on the grind and how to progress well through the grind. So start to think for yourself and actually do the hardest task in the day first and stop being a pussy. Stop doing easy shit as soon as you wake up. Do the hardest task first Because you have to realize that as soon as you wake up, you have 100% of your energy. And you can't waste that energy on simple and easy tasks like checking my email. Use that energy on hard tasks, and that is going to produce a lot of massive results. So definitely start doing that. Do the hardest thing first thing in the morning. Moving on. Wake up early. I'll tell you a story. I used to wake up super late, especially in peak COVID days. I used to wake up at 3 or 4 a.m. every single night. Every single morning, I used to wake up at 3 or 4 a.m. And my life didn't feel good. I had really bad mental health and all of that. It didn't feel good at all. But I changed my life. I changed my life 3 years later by building a morning routine, by waking up early, by waking up at 5 a.m. to actually grind my ass out, work my ass off as soon as I wake up at 5 a.m. And I want you to do the same too. Because the mornings are the most important part of the day. There are literally no distractions and you're full of energy. So why aren't you working early in the mornings when you cannot get distracted and you can produce high quality work? I record these YouTube videos as soon as I wake up and in the mornings. And look how good they are. Look at the quality of these YouTube videos, and I want you to do the same too. Start waking up early in the morning, 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m., and start grinding as soon as you wake up. Now it is imperative for you to not waste time as soon as you wake up and actually just like take a shower or something and get straight to the hardest task of the day. It's that simple. So start waking up early in the morning, 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m., and get straight to work, straight to the hardest task of the day. Moving on. Here's how you are gonna write down your daily routine. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take a piece of paper, write down the time you wake up on top, like 5 a.m., and write down the time you go to sleep, like 7 p.m. And you're gonna put the hours in between. Now, for every hour, write down the task that you're gonna get done during that time. For example, 5 a.m. you can record YouTube videos. For 6 a.m. you can write down, write my new ebook. For 7 a.m. you can write down, prepare for school. For 3 p.m. you can write down lunch. For 4 p.m. you can write down something like homework. So block and assign tasks to every single hour you get. So those were the 5 things which you can implement today in order to build your productive daily routine. Now it is hard to understand that the world is against you, and I truly understand that. I truly understand that there are forces in the world who do not want you to improve, who do not want you to change. But you have to understand that change is important and change will come. Change is inevitable. It will come if you want it or if you don't. Now you have to decide if you want change for the good of yourself or for the bad of yourself. Change for the bad of society or for the good of society. Do you want to be on the good side of history or on the bad side of history? That is your choice. And I'm telling you that you have to be on the good side of history. Start improving yourself. Start becoming productive. Start becoming disciplined. Because that is the path of the great. And you have to do the same too. And remember, I'm rooting for you every single step of the way. So do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Click the first link in the description down below to book a free call with me, and click the second link in the description down below to subscribe to my email newsletter. Thank you for watching, and remember, action over words.